freedom! Woo!
That's scary. Stop being.
Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. You don't need to meditate or do yoga or practice any specific religion in order to be happy. All you need is space and silence. Whatever you need to do to achieve silence, that's the thing that works for you. There's no one way to peace. Peace just is. It's our natural state of mind. So I used to think that meditation was the key to happiness, but that's only because I needed space. But now I see the key for me is finding silence in the middle of whatever's going on. So if I'm at work, whatever I'm doing in that moment, to remain present, to quiet my mind, because what we are all trying to do is to be a happier person, to be a more peaceful person. And there's many ways to achieve that. So I talk about Zen, I talk about mindfulness, but there are 1,000 ways to Zen. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. I'm on my way to Mahasarakham province for some peace and quiet and home-cooked food, and I'm gonna see my family. So, by the way, Mahasarakham is a very underrated province. If you want to experience the real Thailand, the authentic Thai culture, I guess, go to Mahasarakham. And that is a police officer, so I should probably stop filming. But I don't think he can see me. But follow the law at all times. I'm from in the countryside, and it's rainy season here in Thailand, so you can see around. It's very green, luscious. Every time I get here, I feel like so lucky to have the opportunity to calm down. It's very rare that there's places like this in the US. Nature has a funny way of teaching us about ourselves. That's why all the great philosophers have spent significant time in solitude and isolation. But what I've discovered, I've spent a lot of time in isolation and solitude, but what I've learned is the path for me going forward is not away from people sometimes, but it's in society. The real fight is in daily life. Who's to say you can't have a family and achieve states of enlightenment? The power of now. I still want to escape sometimes, to escape the madness, so to speak, but the beauty of life for me is in finding the harmony and balance between the extremes. So if I'm only out here, I'll get bored. If I'm only in a city environment where everyone's trying so hard to achieve something, I'm gonna get burnt out. And it's very uncommon that we have the chance to just be. A lot of people wouldn't know what to do with themselves if given the opportunity. Because what happens when you're given space is you're left with nothing but yourself, and that forces you to confront your ego, and all of our egos are out of control. So when you're left in nature by yourself, you're left with your identification of yourself. Who am I? And a lot of our fears stem from the idea that we are not so important. All the effort we made to make ourselves different or special or successful or better than someone else has been wasted, because we're still just left with. But this is the reality. This idea that we are a separate self is an illusion. So the quicker you overcome this delusion, the happier you will be. That's it for now.
You're my dog, Mac. Come here. Oh.
thay đồ này đủ, thay đồ này. Đừng cắt bao đi. Khạc cái thằng này cái bao bao, giờ bao bao. Cái bao bao. Cái hén kia rồi, cái bao bao. Má khoa bay lại má.
Is he crazy for you? Do you think? Okay. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Okay. scary. Stop doing that. One more. Okay. That's scary. Stop doing that. One more.
Hey, Nak, what do you think? Anything you want to share with YouTube? You want to share some thoughts, feelings? Feel free. You can say anything you want, Nak. Okay. I respect your silence. This is my favorite time of the day in the countryside. About 5 o'clock when the sun has gone down and people are coming home from work. It's so peaceful and the vibe is so still. I can sense the freedom in the air as the birds sing, and everything feels harmonious, and I feel a sense of connection with the people around me, like we are one. And it's much more attractive to, like right over here, there's a little girl, right? She's just outside on her bike, playing with the dog, looking at people come home from work. And it's much more interesting to be outside at this time. You know, most people in the cities, like we come home from work and we go into our homes and we turn on the TV. We're like in a box looking at a screen, but it almost feels so strange to do that out here at this time. It's much more interesting to be outside, look at the sky, take care of the plants, just do something outside. And most humans have lost touch with that connection with nature. And that's very sad. But as I see the kids out here, they can play. It's a big playground, right? It's very healthy for the human mind, especially children. So I definitely want my kids in the future to be exposed to this kind of environment on a regular basis. Peace is every step. Don't forget that. There's no way to peace. Peace is the way. พ่อแน็ก
หนักไหม What?
พ่อหนัก
ไม่
หนัก
หนัก
หืม
โอ้โอ้หนักไหม
พ่อแน็ก
บ่หนัก
มันหนักเนาะตรงนี้ตรงนั้นแหละตรงนั้นเก่งมาก
หนักไหม
หนัก
บอ
โอ้
Freedom!
Tell them, kids, please don't do that.
Huh?
Tell the viewer that kids, please don't do that. Wear the helmet.
Kids, please do not try this at home. This comes from a lot of experience, and always wear a helmet, and please follow your parents' directions. Please always wear your helmets and take care of yourselves on the roads. It can mean the difference between life and death. And to any foreigner watching, please also be careful when driving in Thailand, because I've actually seen people dead on the side of the road. Very disturbing, and it happens all of the time. I was driving on a highway like this, and I literally saw a man's brains splattered all over the road, and I threw up inside of my helmet. Not the first time I've seen a dead body, unfortunately, but it's happened, and I want everyone to be safe and careful out there. Without sounding too didactic or sentimental, I just want to say that I talk a lot about peace and happiness on this channel, and I just want everyone to know that it's not because like I'm trying to present myself in some way like I'm this enlightened person that's always happy and just like everything is smiles and rainbows and sunshine all the time. Quite the contrary. I have achieved states of extreme happiness and compassion due to the fact that I've spent hours and years searching my soul for something deeper because I was suffering so much. And suffering is relative. Like, everyone suffers to different degrees for different reasons, but essentially most of us suffer from things that we have in common, like depression, fear, anxiety, the lack of connection for whatever reason. This causes us unhappiness, suffering. He keeps trying to kill the chicken. See, the hunter. He's going. Yeah, there he goes. See, I'm outside with the dog. He's chasing chickens. It's raining. I'm picking mangoes from the trees. It's much better than scrolling the internet or watching Netflix. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really appreciate your support in liking the video, watching the videos, subscribing to the channel. I have grown to really love making videos, and the entire process of creating a channel, of editing and growing, making my content better and better, it's been really rewarding. I recommend it to everyone because it's a skill to present yourself, to share your story in a succinct, precise way. It's not easy to be authentic when you press record and you have a microphone. Our first instinct is to freeze up. They say public speaking is a human's number one fear, and we start stumbling our words. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to do. And watching yourself, listening to yourself, editing, forced to really revise and evaluate and see things in your way of speaking, in your behavior, your mannerisms that are tough to look at, but it's always there. So the whole process of being a YouTuber or having an online presence, it actually can really help you with your skills and being a better person in the future. With that being said, I'm also simultaneously trying to kind of fight the system within the system, meaning that I'm here talking to you on I assume you're watching this on a phone or camera or iPad or computer, and I'm also kind of advocating mindfulness, which a lot of you may think is, not connected to the computer, but it's all about balance, finding the middle way. I love technology. I'm like pro AI. Even if I wasn't, it wouldn't matter because it's already here. So we have to learn to live with it, but we shouldn't let it control us. And that's kind of where I'm at in terms of technology and screens. So I want to say thank you and hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Peace.